Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to explore an important topic in web development, REST APIs and domain restriction. Have you ever wondered if it's possible for a REST API to be called only by the frontend app's domain? This question is crucial for developers who want to ensure that their API is secure and only accessible by authorized applications. In this video, we'll delve into the world of REST APIs, CORS policies, and domain restrictions. We'll discuss why this topic is important, how it affects your application's security, and what steps you can take to restrict access to your API. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of whether it's possible for a REST API to be called only by the front-end app's domain. To start with, let's define what a REST API is. A REST, representational state of resource, API is an architectural style for designing networked applications. It's based on the idea of resources which are identified by URIs and can be manipulated using a fixed set of operations. When it comes to securing your REST API, one important consideration is CORS policy. CORS stands for cross-origin resource sharing, and it's a mechanism that allows web pages to request resources from another domain. By default, web browsers enforce the same origin policy, which prevents a web page from making requests to a different origin, domain, protocol, or port than the one the web page was loaded from. However, when you want to allow your front-end app to make requests to your REST API, you need to configure CORS policies to permit this. This is where things can get tricky. Wait, you may want to restrict access to your API so that only your front-end app's domain can call it. But how do you achieve this? One common approach is to use the origin header in the request. The origin header specifies the origin of the request, which includes the protocol, hostname, and port number. By checking the value of this header, you can determine whether the request is coming from an authorized domain. Another approach is to use JSON Web Tokens, JWS. JWS are a type of token that contains claims or assertions about the client making the request. You can include information about the client's domain in the token and then verify it on your server side. However, both of these approaches have limitations. The origin header can be spoofed by malicious clients, while JWS require additional infrastructure to manage token, issuance, and verification. So what are the from? Our discussion. Firstly, securing your REST API is crucial for protecting sensitive data and preventing unauthorized access. Secondly, CORS policies play a critical role in controlling access to your API. Thirdly, restricting access to your API based on domain can be achieved using techniques such as checking the origin header or using JW tests. However, these approaches have limitations and trade-offs. There is no foolproof way to restrict access to your API solely based on domain. You need to weigh the pros and cons of each approach and consider other security measures, such as authentication and authorization mechanisms. While it's possible to implement restrictions on who can call your REST API based on domain, there is no foolproof way to achieve this. As a developer, you need to be aware of the limitations and trade-offs of each approach and consider multiple security measures to protect your API. We hope you found this video informative and engaging. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more content on web development and related topics. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.